Many companies have got ERP, but most of them use it in such a way that the full potential of ERP does not get exploited. So companies do not get maximum returns on the time, money and efforts that they spend in an ERP implementation. Why does this happen and how can it be rectified? Let us see. First time when ERP is implemented in any company, it starts off with many workflows activated. For example, making sales orders, approving sales orders, attaching bill of materials to that. Somebody will approve the bill of material and release for further work. Then there is MRP run, which will generate purchase requests, purchase orders, production work orders, subcontracting orders, etc. Then there will be facility to report various stage completions in production and also various stages of inspection. And finally, the inventory will reach FG stores from where somebody will make dispatches, raise invoice and make dispatches. Now the first problem starts in how these workflows are configured. ERP implementation partners will usually recommend to do minimum amount of customization, while the users want lot of customizations to suit their way of working. Now this results into a deadlock. This gets escalated to senior management and the senior management usually takes a middle path where some features will be customized and some will not be customized. Now because of this, as soon as people start using the system, they find that it is not practical and work starts getting affected. For example, suppose the last person in FG stores wants to make a dispatch. He finds that physically the FG has reached FG stores, but in the system he cannot find that inventory. Why? So if he starts tracking back, he will find that the final inspection in production has not reported inspection clearance in the system. Why? Because the production people have not reported production completion in the system. Why? Because they are not able to report since the stores people have not completed issue of all the materials according to BOM to production. Why they have not completed? Because there was some change in design and the engineering people have not completed the changes in the system, in the BOM. So they are not able to release all the materials that are required. So like that, for every order, somewhere or the other in the system, things are stuck and physically the goods reach, but there is no stock in the system. Now this makes that last person who is making dispatches gets frustrated because how many cases can he chase and at how many locations? Because even after finding where things have got stuck, that person has to chase at every stage downstream and get the clearances done till finally he can find inventory in the system. So these matters get escalated to senior management, and because dispatches are held up, then eventually a bypass is created in the system where a facility is given to that last person to manually create stock at FG store location. So he keeps on creating and dispatching against that. As a result, what happens? All these production orders remain open in the system at various stages in production or in inspection or even for material issue. And over a period of time, the system becomes full of garbage data. It is not unusual to find production orders which are several years old still open in the system. So once the system is full of garbage data, people make less and less use of it. And eventually we find that ERP is being used only for inputting sales orders and making invoices and maybe some finance and accounting related stuff. But its potential to give control in purchase, in production, in scheduling and getting various types of MIS reports which can help across functions and across hierarchies remains unutilized. In fact, to such an extent that some companies even invest in some other MIS or dashboard type of softwares, which is not at all required because most of the things can be done through ERP itself. Eventually, in many companies, we see a situation where even the physical stock is not matching with system stock. And for make and approve part also, Some seniors give their passwords to juniors. As a result, the juniors create the documents in the system and then go to another login and themselves approve it also. So in that sense, even the control part is lost. So how to rectify this? So two rules we have to remember. First thing is that we have to provide to functional people the things that they need to operate in a convenient and practical manner. So we should never tell IT or rather we should always have IT adjusting to the needs of functional people. We cannot have other way around, that functional people should adjust to IT. And in all ERPs, there are facilities to make workarounds in such a manner that it will always be possible to align IT requirements to what the functional people need and without compromising on maintainability of the software. Okay. The second rule that we have to remember is it is more of a physical rule where the management has to tell at every stage, it has to insist that the physical movement of goods cannot happen unless it has been reported in the system. For example, if the stores guys want to record issue of materials in the system, then they have to first take out all those items physically from various places in stores, and when they are ready to issue it to production, they should not be allowed to physically move the items to the shop floor unless they have first reported that in the system. In the same manner, shop floor should not be allowed to physically move the goods to stores, FG stores, unless they have first reported manufacturing completion in the system. So by having these two rules, one, make the IT system convenient and configure the workflows which are convenient and practical for all the functional people to use. And second, physically do not allow movement of goods unless it is reported in the system. By doing these two things, companies can derive huge benefits from their ERPs. And it is possible to deploy these rules from whatever state the company is in today. It only requires conceptualizing the ideal system that it wants and figuring out the proper workarounds to configure the system to match what the people want. That's it.